anybody here that I'm hoping that we can do this tomorrow, but I also wanted anybody that drove in or can't be here tomorrow to be able to share in person if you're here in person. And so I asked my committee, some of them might not be able to. I'm hoping that I can get some of my committee down, and then again, we can, I'm wondering even if tomorrow, if we could start early. Yeah, Teacher of the Year. I don't know if that will, well. Well, yeah. Is there anybody here that either couldn't be here, and again, we have Zoom options for people that are WebEx options, and I'm not seeing a lot of my committee monitoring down here right now. We might have to wait till next week, because with the announcement process was. Yeah. So probably well, even if, I mean, with making public, we might have to wait till like even Monday. We'll see. You know, I got a few people showing up. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we have to. No. I'm not seeing a lot of my committee, and I know most people are having 3:30 committee hearings too. I was hoping some would come down, you know, so that for anybody that was specifically here today, so that they could give their testimony. But oh, really? Okay, we'll see who shows. You know, I'd like to have at least a quorum show up, but. With the other 3:30 committees, that might not happen. I know. Anybody here that would feel like with being here where it wouldn't work, I'm not even for sure when we're going to be able to reschedule this meeting. It might be later this week or it might be beginning of next week. But I know. My apologies. I think, you know, if there, again, I wanted to give anybody that is here that would like to share their testimony in person. And again, depending on when we're able to, to do the rest of the hearing and go through everything else, if you can't be here in person, we would make arrangements for you to testify by WebEx. So. Yeah, Katie, would you like to, because I know you're from out of state, I would like for you to, to be able to share, and then you could share additionally even whenever we get the even on WebEx with additional information. You're the one person that flew in from out of state that I would like you to at least share, so that in case you can't be here in person, you could do that today. So if you'd like to go ahead and at least share some, and then I will give you more opportunity to share by WebEx whenever we are able to reschedule.
Yeah, are we on? Okay. All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Chair Hubert. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak today, especially given that we're delayed and all of that. I'm Dr. Katie Hendrickson from ks.gov. We're a national nonprofit, essentially that we believe that every student should have the opportunity to learn some computer science. And so we have teacher professional development and curriculum that are available at no cost to schools. So we work on that side of things. But we also track policies that are being implemented to support the K-12 system to add computer science as a core foundational subject for students. And so one of the data points that we report on, and you'll see in my written testimony, there's 2 pages. On the back, I have a map that shows some of the data that we've tracked and collected on schools that offer a foundational computer science course. So basically what we see is that 27% of high schools across the state offer 1 or more foundational computer science courses. And those courses are listed below, so you know exactly what we're talking about. Now, what we also see is that this is more of a concern in the rural small schools. Most students in Kansas actually do attend a school that offers computer science. It's like 57%, I believe, of students attend a school that offers it. But those small rural schools just don't have a teacher. They don't have that ability to begin offering a course. And so, you know, the way to make a difference here is to get teachers trained, professional development, so they can begin offering a course. So overall with this bill, we absolutely support the funding towards the professional development program and towards preparing pre-service educators in their education programs so that they learn a little computer science and they basically go into the classroom already prepared to start teaching their students. One other thing that we note, although the data that I share talks about high schools, we also know that middle school, elementary school are incredibly important for getting girls, students of color, basically all students, a little bit of experience with this, and then they're much more likely to opt into it when they get to high school. So that high school offering is critical, but we also need to make sure that they have those opportunities at the K through 8 level. Just harder to track because those are often integrated, or teachers are doing it with all of their students, and we don't see the course codes that we see at the high school level. One other thing, the last thing I want to mention with the funding, there are states that are doing this really well, where they have almost all of their schools offering computer science, where they're seeing an increase in students taking it. They're building up a workforce to support computer science and to fill those jobs by getting kids in it in K through 12. Those neighboring states are putting millions of dollars per year towards a comprehensive computer science education initiative. So Arkansas, for example, has $15 million up to this point, $3.5 million per year going to their state Department of Education to support computer science education. Pennsylvania has $20 million per year going to computer science. Almost every state around you has at least $1 million or more going towards supporting putting these classes in schools. So yeah, so essentially I really urge you all to support this, this funding program to get more teachers and more schools offering computer science.
Thank you, Katie. And again, we are going to continue this hearing to next week. And again, I'll give you the opportunity, even with WebEx, to share more and for questions from the committee with everybody being here. I will add to the committee that I have been working on balloon language that I was going to share in my testimony, because what you were just talking about with getting teachers trained, getting classes offered around the state is so important, and I didn't want to do anything to disrupt that with the piece of my bill that included a graduation requirement. There was a sunset that I felt like dealt with that effectively, but there's still confusion. My balloon language will deal with that in a way where there will not be a graduation requirement. I am on that task force, and I am making that the goal that we get to that, but we're nowhere near close to that. There's so much to do before then, and that will be the primary intent of this bill going forward. And I just wanted everybody to let you know, as we prepare for next Tuesday hearing, that's the direction I'm headed, so that there won't be any confusion on that. And I hope to have a Tuesday hearing next week. We were not dealing with being on the floor at the same time. So thank you for your testimony. And again, I will give you more opportunities next week. But it was good just with you being here in person for the committee to be able to see you. And I thank you for being here. And committee, thank you for those who are able to come down. I know a lot of you have 3:30 committee meetings, but we will get this rescheduled and let everybody who signed up to testify to do that again on next Tuesday. Thank you for being here, and my apologies for for the confusion of the day. There was, nobody, I think, expected this to last as long as it did. But with that, committee, we are adjourned, and we will continue this next Tuesday.